Hey, what's up, guys? Today I want to talk about the 3080, 3070, and 3060 Ti with the light hash rate. So they are being labeled with LHR, and this is an actual post from Nvidia on the Nvidia website from their blog post. So you know that this actually isn't fake and this is actually coming out. So if you remember back in February when it was announced, when the 3060 came out, it came out with a hash rate limiter. Pretty much, it was only targeted towards Ethereum, which there's tons of other coins to mine, but it was targeted at Ethereum, which is a memory-intensive algorithm. So when it sensed that memory-intensive algorithm, it would cut the hash rate in half. So you would be mining at like 21 to 22 mega hash a second. Now, since then, things have changed. But if you look at the blog post here, they're targeting 3080s, 3070s, and 3060 Ti graphics cards. 3090s are not listed, so they don't have the limited hash rate limiter on them. So it's odd that they wouldn't include a 3090 in this, in my opinion, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. So LHR, I keep calling it limited hash rate, low hash rate, but it stands for light hash rate. It's right here, light hash rate. This will actually be marked on the box when you go to buy them. So if you're a crypto miner and you see the LHR identifier on the box, you know that that one is going to be limited. Now these are set to ship in late May, so I assume in the next week or so these are going to be shipping to retailers, and probably by mid-June, early June, you'll start seeing these pop up in stores with a different SKU also. So if you're one that does Newegg Shuffle or goes on Best Buy for this, I don't know if it's going to be in the actual description, and I don't know if it's going to be in the title. If you're buying those for crypto mining, you may buy them and end up with an LHR GPU. So also remember to buy your own risk once these GPUs are out if you are sourcing from online retailers, because they may not be actually showing this. But if you're in person, like at a micro center, you might see LHR, and then you can make that decision that you do not want to buy this. And that's obviously a personal decision, because you could still buy this and mine other algorithms probably perfectly fine. Don't take my word for that, but I'm assuming other algorithms will be perfectly fine. This is another article from PC Gamer talking about it. And pretty much all the articles specifically note that it's Ethereum mining. And keep in mind also that Ethereum mining is going to go away in probably the next like 9 to 10 months, according to their table. And then they plan on going proof of stake. So the 3080s, 3070, 3060 guys, if they're mining other algorithms, I know there's still a couple other algorithms. I don't know which ones, but it's usually the memory intensive algorithms is what they fail on. That's the ones, like memory intensive is what they tend to cut the performance in half on. But if you remember back when the 3060 was launched, they had the limiter on it. And since then, there was a firmware that was released by them. So the firmware was released by Nvidia as a developer driver, but it unlocked the 2060 or 3060. I'm sorry. It unlocked the 3060. Now I have 3 3060s running right now, unlocked, getting 46 to 47 mega hash a second on Ethereum, and have been running for over a month now with no problem. That's the 470.05 developer driver, which you can still find on GitHub or any places like that. Now, it doesn't force you to upgrade that driver, so you can still run that driver and be okay. Now, will that driver work for the 3080s and 3070s, 3060 Ti's that are coming out? I really don't know. I can't confirm that. When they do come out, people would have to test that out and see. Since it is a GPU that's been out for a little while, it is quite a possibility that that driver could work and unlock that GPU with the workarounds where you need the dummy HDMI or adapter or plugged into a monitor, and it'll unlock that GPU to mine. Personally, if you ask me, I don't think that that driver was leaked. I think it was put out on purpose because a lot of gamers have been resorting to mining to just offset the cost for their GPU. So I personally don't think it was actually a leak. I think it was put out on purpose and just pawned off as a leak. Now, the 3080 Ti that's rumored, that's obviously going to have the limiter. The 3070 Ti and the 3050 Ti, they're obviously going to have limiters, obviously, in this article. Whether they're going to be the new GPUs, and I think Nvidia for right now is going to be putting that limiter on all their GPUs. But if we also look at Lowminer here, added a 3060 unlocker for Linux. So not only can you do it on Windows now, you can do it on a Linux-based system. Now this will only do a quarter or 3/4 of the performance and get you roughly 37 mega hash a second. And anyone that has any issues, you can look here at, chump change here.
I have 6 3060s at 36, 37 mega hash per card.
So in this video, he's getting 36 to 37 mega hash per GPU. And it's a live video, and I'll link this video down in the description if you want to watch it. And he's using Lowminer 1.29. So I'll link this in the description so if you want to watch it and you have, a rig set up with multiple 3060s on, and I'm pretty sure these are on risers also. These aren't even on the board. Where mine are on the board, these are actually on risers, and it gives you the range of driver that you need right here in GitHub. So I can put this link in the description also so that you can see it, but you'll see in GitHub. So there's obviously workarounds for the 3060, so there's probably going to be workarounds for the 3080 and 3070 and 3060 Ti when they have the limiter. They may not be right away, but they most likely will come out later on. The fact that this is a 3/4 max performance increase seems a little odd to me. I would think it would be either it's unlocked or not unlocked. So I'm thinking that maybe Lowminer is holding their cards real tight, and once these other GPUs release, they hit us with a big boom and possibly have a full unlock for all these cards with the LHR. But don't take my word for that. That's just speculation on my part. Just, some things rattling around in my brain. But, do I plan on buying LHR cards? I probably won't unless there is an actual workaround or somebody releases a miner that fully unlocks them. I don't want to spend the money on the GPUs when I can spend the money on GPUs that I don't have that hassle with. So we'll see where this plays out, but that's my standpoint on LHR. I don't plan on buying them. If you do, just keep that in mind that Ethereum may be limited for a while, and by the time they figure that out, it may even be too late for Ethereum. But that's my take. I personally wouldn't be buying these LHR cards. If you do get your hands on one, you can possibly trade it for a different brand that's not LHR that somebody has and maybe wants your card for gaming, or you can possibly sell it on eBay at a ridiculous price and use that money to buy a different card that's not LHR. But I think the non-LHR cards are going to spike up in price and the LHR cards are going to be a little bit lower in price because they don't have that limiter on them. You know, if you're limiting a card to its full potential for mining, I think that's going to make it cost a little bit less in the, you know, when you're selling it on a third-party website and secondhand while trying to scalp. So I'm hoping that this does help with scalping, but we'll see how it goes. But thanks for checking this video out. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more.